In today's video, we're going to be looking at two very separate clips from each other, and we're going to be talking about them very quickly. So without further ado, let's let the very first one roll.
I said the N-word.
What?
May I say the N-word?
No, you cannot say the N-word. All because you're married to a black woman does not give you the right to say the N-word.
Well, you and your sister act like the N-word all the time, and you guys say it all the time, so why can't I?
Tina.
Huh? What?
Are you just gonna call me that?
What? You're an nincompoop. I cannot help myself. What? It's so funny.
You get on my nerves.
I mean, at the end of the day, was it really worth it? Even if that devastation only lasted like 20 seconds before she realized that you were joking, was it really worth watching your wife's heart break in real time thinking that her white wife was calling her and her sister a racial slur? There's nothing funny about capitalizing on the inherent distrust that already exists when it comes to white people, and there's nothing funny about using your wife's racial trauma as the punchline to your joke. I mean, morally, you recognize the boundary that exists when it comes to jokes about DV and SA, so how do you not recognize that same boundary when it comes to racial trauma? Not to mention that this just enables other people to use black people's trauma to get a laugh, and there's just nothing funny about it.
This right here would have been a very valid grounds for divorce for me if this were me, because it proves that you are not a safe space for me. I cannot trust you to protect my emotional well-being. If you can make this kind of quote unquote joke, right? It proves that you are not someone that I should be around, right? This is very triggering. And it's crazy that whoever this wife is behind the camera thought that this was okay for her to do. And she recorded her and posted it to the internet, capitalizing on her and her sister's racial trauma. Like, first of all, even if she had not posted this video on the internet, the situation would still be as bad as it is, right? But posting it on the internet like this, it makes it like a billion times worse, because now you are basically creating a platform where people can come into the comment section and say whatever it is they want to say and it's all going to be in the guise of, oh, it's a joke, because you laid that foundation for them to be able to do that. You posting this, doing this to your wife first of all, and then posting it, is you basically telling the public that it's okay for them to do the exact same thing as well. In conclusion, for this particular video, I don't know if this couple are still together, but I do want to say to people out there, this one said it don't matter the gender, whether you are a woman or a man. If you are hearing this, right, when you see the red flags, accept them for what they are and just run for the hills, because you see, some of these quote unquote jokes, they are not jokes. These people are showing you who they are, but in disguise, right? They are testing the waters to see what you would be okay with, right? What you would accept, what you would let fly. Usually when they do stuff like this, they are testing your boundaries. They are trying to see what your limits are and how far they can go with you. So the moment you let stuff like this fly, trust the next time they are going to be blowing it off the handle. So take these people for who they are when they show you who they are. And this is regardless of race and regardless of gender. Pick yourself, pick your safety, pick your mental health and leave. I know it may not always be easy, especially when we're falling in love with them. We have, put in time and resources. We're probably even married to these people. We have businesses tied together, investments tied together. So, it's not always as easy to leave, like I'm saying it, but you always have to think about yourself and your well-being and do what is best for you when this person is telling you that they are not a safe space.
Hallo.
Ja. Ek praat Afrikaans en jy?
I know you're from South Africa, but I'm London.
You are London. Good.
Ja, thank you. Alsjeblieft.
Yeah. So we are talking about white Europe. It's going to be black very soon.
Boy, that's the world we're living in.
Yeah, well, that's the decision your leaders made.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't mind. I don't mind.
You don't mind. Oh well, good for you, but we do mind.
You might, but I live in London, so I can't be too.
No, but it will come for you.
I like purple, pink, black people. It doesn't matter to me. I think we should all just
until they slit your throat.
I know.
Yeah, good for you, boy. Enjoy. But This reality.
All right. Well, they're not going to
This
slit my
reality we
throat.
have.
All right.
No.
The way he ran out of there with the quickness, bless his heart. Bless his heart. You could literally see how uncomfortable he was the entire time. Oh my goodness. He probably was thinking, how the F did I end up here talking to a racist white woman from South Africa? Like, very rich of her, actually, being a white South African woman living in South Africa, knowing their history, right? Of how they got there, knowing all of the things that they did to indigenous South Africans back in the day and what they are still doing to indigenous South Africans till this day, right? But she still has the caucasity to be talking about, complaining about black people being in the UK, talking about how, oh, they are taking over. Like, what? Like, first of all, that's a lie, big fallacy right there, because the UK is still very much predominantly white. Her being a white woman in South Africa, literally descendant of colonizers, right? But we are seeing her complaining about black people living or being in the UK. The cognitive dissonance and the hypocrisy, it's crazy. And once again, what we see from this clip, like what we have been seeing over time, I mean, if you really pay attention to history and how them people navigate, you would, the ones that are like this, of course not all, but you guys get what I mean. One thing you would find is that, like, a lot of the times, the majority of the time, hell, all the time, it's literally projection. Everything you hear them say or complain about, or say that, oh, black people are going to do this to you, is because they have done that to us, right? They are scared that we are going to do to them what they did to us, even though we are literally not interested in none of that barbarity. But they are just so scared that one day we are going to start inflicting the pain that on them, that they inflicted on us. It's all coming from a place of fear, misguided, unwarranted fear, by the way, because we have done literally nothing to these people. But because their heart is wicked, right? They think that our hearts is just as wicked as theirs. And that's why very randomly she started talking about how, oh, black people are going to slit your throats. They slitted our throats, right? So they think we are going to do the same to them. Like, black people are not interested in none of that. All we want is to be left alone, enjoy the peace and, the riches and the good things life has to offer. We just want to be happy, be able to sit by the beach and sip on coconut water, be able to pay our rent and, afford good education for our kids. Like, we just want what every other person wants. And most importantly, we want to be left alone as well. That's what we want. We're not interested in none of this nonsense. But they don't see it like that, because that's how they think. They are interested in those, heinous activities. So they think every other person is thinking like them. Like, nah, not everybody is like you, Becky. We are not all navigating life just constantly thinking about evil and pondering on wickedness in our hearts like you. So go and seek help and offload this hate that you have in your heart. And once again, I just want to reiterate this. I'm not saying that all of them are like this, because obviously not, right? I'm speaking specifically about the ones who are like this.
I live in London, so I
So to give you context of the stitch is, this is a white Afrikaner lady speaking to a gentleman who lives in London, who's speaking about mass immigration in Europe and saying why Europe is becoming black. And he's saying he does not mind. He is not racist. He enjoys every single race. She then responds by saying, wait until they slit your throat, and the gentleman leaves. Now, blatant within South African lives is so apparent, and it happens all the time. Yet I do not see one Afrikaner call these people out. And that is a problem. Your silence means that you're defending this race. This is how the world is seeing us as Afrikaners. It is super embarrassing.
And on that note, we've come to the end of today's video. I just want to quickly bring this on here. Let me know down below in the comment section what your thoughts are. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have been having an amazing weekend thus far. See you next time in another video. Until then, it's bye from Ivie.